What's up, friends? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Guys, I'm Diana TRULEAN, the recipe hacker, and I am here at the Fit Body Bootcamp film studio with my good friend Aaron.
Welcome. Aaron Alhendren here, Vice President of TRULEAN Nutrition. Super excited to be back in studio live for you guys. And look at this kitchen setup.
Guys, this is crazy, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm like a little bit nervous because we're back in studio. There's all these lights. There's like a camera up there, and we're back at it.
Back at it after 10 weeks in quarantine in the quarantine kitchen at Di's house.
Yeah.
But here we are.
So guys, hopefully I brought everything that we need for two really great recipes today. But I have to ask Aaron, what do you have around your neck? What is happening here?
So I've got a little bicep pump going on to make the kitchen just a little bit manlier because this is foreign territory to most guys. And so just wanted to make it a little bit more natural. But on the other side, we also have the brand new Fit Body bands, which is part of our prize package.
Okay, so you're telling me that I can use this at home and it gives me resistance. I've never used one of these before, but I've seen you playing around with, oh, that is actually a good amount of resistance there.
Guns.
Wow. Okay, so 5 people are gonna win this.
5 people are winning the Fit Body Fitness Bundle, which has 5 sets of the resistance bands, a set of interchangeable handles, powdered greens, and then our great tasting whey protein.
Yes, and so the different colors are different resistance levels.
Easier, harder, 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 and then really, really hard.
I'm pretty sure you gave me the lightest one and it was pretty hard, guys, which is awesome. Guys, speaking of prizes, if you have not entered our viral sweepstakes yet, there should be a link dropped in the comments below. Guys, put your name in. Like, you have nothing to lose.
Yes.
And Aaron and I just love giving you stuff away, which really exciting news. Yesterday, we were granted a larger budget for our prize packages.
Yes, we originally talked about only doing the weekly giveaways during quarantine, but we're going to extend it. We love giving stuff to you guys, but we want to know what you guys want rather than us coming up with the prizes. And so we've got a bigger budget now.
Yeah, so what do you want? Like, help us. We're sitting in a conference room yesterday, and it's like, well, what should we give them? And of course, my mind goes to, they need a Vitamix, or they need a fancy waffle maker, or a food processor. But I mean,
maybe some running shoes from Nike. Lorna Jane, you mentioned.
I love
some
Lorna
gift
Jane.
cards.
Yes.
What do you guys want to have as part of that prize package?
Yeah, so help us out. Drop your comments below. Tell us what you'd like to see in the future. Now, last week, we gave away over $1,000 in Fit Body meals, and I personally feel like that was our best prize yet.
Yes, definitely.
And I know you guys loved it because these meals just make it so easy to stay on track. And actually, we have so much more to share about our meals and just our whole formula and our whole system. Guys,
fat loss system.
Yeah, we want to make fat loss so done for you, so simple when it comes to what you put in your body. Because Fit Body Bootcamp already gives you the solution of your workouts. And so now,
so you think about the fat burning workout that you're used to, that 30-minute afterburn workout. We want to make the food as simple and easy as that with the Fit Body meals, done for you in ready 4 minutes or less. And of course, the supplements and all of Diana's real healthy recipes. So we put that all together to create the Fit Body fat loss system, and you'll hear more about that in the coming days.
We have so much more coming for you guys, but we know how complicated it can be and how many choices you have. Because guys, you know, getting your workouts in, that's fairly simple, especially with Fit Body. You get into that routine, you go into boot camp, or these days you log on, you do your virtual workout. Some of you are actually already getting back in studio, which is so awesome. I cannot wait until our Chino Hills location opens up, which I think, well, I'm not 100% sure when, but when they do, I'm so excited to get in there. I'm not 100%, so I'm not gonna like announce anything. But when it comes to what you eat, guys, we have the opportunity to eat all day long, and this is where so many of us, and even with the best intentions, right? We want to be fit and healthy. We have to decide what to eat all day long, and that's where we get off track.
Yes.
And so it is our goal and our mission to make it as easy as possible for you to just navigate your whole day of eating.
Absolutely, and it should taste good too. Most meal plans don't work because they just don't taste good. Boring, the same food. That's why we're mixing up the recipe, showing you other ways you can make it exciting, and of course, tying in all the sweets and desserts that I'm super excited about.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we're going to jump right in because we actually have 2 recipes for you today because, you know, we're back in studio. So why not just be a little overachievers today and do 2 different recipes. The first one, I hope that you've seen the pictures online. We are making apple cinnamon protein waffles, and these waffles have a secret ingredient that honestly you won't even really notice it. Your kids certainly won't notice it, which is my favorite thing, is to trick my kids into eating really healthy. But anyways, it has our Ageless super greens are going to be in this really flavorful protein-packed waffle. And
awesome.
Aaron, I know you can tell us so much about our super greens because you put so much into the formulation of these greens. And guys, I hope you understand that Aaron and I get so excited about these products because we really put everything into every single ingredient that we put in here. And then we made sure that it tasted so good.
So first off, if you were to snap a shot into my kitchen and look at my cabinet, I probably have 50 different supplement bottles, different containers to get all the vitamins and nutrients that I like having in my daily activity. And the Super Greens is one that covers that almost entire nutritional foundation in one single scoop. Not to mention you're covering your greens, and everyone should be eating 8 servings of greens throughout the day. You've heard that before.
I don't do it, even though I
Most
try.
people don't. There's just not enough time. And even if you juice it, now you're taking in all that sugar. You're missing out on the fiber. So the powdered greens are a great option to get your nutritional foundation covered. We've got over a dozen organic vegetables inside of the powdered greens in one single scoop. The main ingredient, if you know this, is wheatgrass, which is just a superfood packed full of vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything that a healthy body and healthy immune system need, especially right now.
You know what's funny? I don't taste wheatgrass when I drink our super greens because when I think of wheatgrass, like I've tried to choke down a little shot of it, like at Jamba Juice. It does not have a good taste at all.
It tastes like grass.
So that, yeah, it does. It tastes like it's not good. But if wheatgrass is our main ingredient in these super greens and we were able to like mask the flavor, that is pretty cool.
And we mask it without using any artificial flavoring, no artificial sugars. It's sweetened with monk fruit and stevia, and we use fresh mint.
That's the coolest
and
thing.
apple, so natural flavors
thing.
to give it a really, really cool profile.
And it's funny how you say, like, you know, in your cupboard you have all of these different supplements and all of these different pills and things, and I'm the opposite. Like I have gotten to the point where I will take my TRULEAN multivitamin, I will take my TRULEAN fish oil, but I don't like taking a lot of different things, which is what I love about what we're doing with TRULEAN, which is let's condense it down,
simplify.
right?
Yep.
So if I can take 1 scoop of this, and if I can even take this scoop and put it into some waffles and be getting those nutrients and not have to deal with a cupboard full of all these different pills and potions.
And just like you mentioned with your kids too, getting them to take their vitamins. Kids aren't going to take all the supplements they want to help them grow strong bones, boost their immune system.
No.
They're
And if
just
it's
not gonna do
green,
it.
they're like, no.
I don't want it.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
No. But as you'll see, you can't really see the green color. So guys, we're going to jump right in and start.
Real quick though, we got to tell them what we got going on with this.
Oh, that's true. I always forget this.
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad you
this
remembered.
is exciting, guys. And I don't know that we're going to be able to do this again, but we did a BOGO a couple weeks ago, a buy one, get one free, and it was a huge success. You guys really liked it, so we're doing it again. The coupon code is free greens, and there's a couple spots here. We'll drop in the comments below, but free greens, buy one, you get one absolutely free.
That's awesome. Now, how many servings are in here? Because I feel like I go through my greens like every 3 to 4 weeks.
Yes, so there's 30 servings, which is pretty normal if you're going 3 weeks. If you're taking it twice a day, which would be great, once in the morning, once in the afternoon for the afternoon pick-me-up.
That's like 2 weeks,
containers.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I actually found Chloe digging into my greens the other day and mixing it with Everyday Fit, with
another
the fruit
secret.
punch Everyday Fit. She had seen me do that before, and she's like drinking it almost every afternoon now. So I'm like, okay, I got to stock up.
Yep. Great time to
So,
stock up.
yeah.
Free greens, and you get 2 for 1.
I love that deal. Like, buy one, get one free. Like, that just feels so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, guys, we're going to dive into this recipe. What I really like about these waffles, in addition to having a full half a cup of our TRULEAN Vanilla Whey protein powder, we have a ton of protein from cottage cheese and from eggs.
All right.
So I have not done the nutrition calculation yet. I will do that later this afternoon, but the amount of protein in these waffles is huge.
That's awesome.
Okay, guys, we are going to start. Now, this is a step those of you who follow me know that I can get kind of like crazy intricate with some of my recipes just to make something really healthy taste and look and feel as much like the real thing as possible. One of the things I'm going to do in this recipe, which you don't have to do, is I'm going to separate my egg whites from my egg yolks, and I'm actually going to have Erin whip up the egg whites for us until stiff peaks form, just like we did with our fluffy pancakes a few weeks ago. And that is going to help our really protein-rich waffles come out nice and fluffy.
Okay.
It's a little trick. However, guys, I totally get it. If you don't want to pull out your mixer and you're like, I just want to eat waffles, I don't care if they're a little fluffier or if they're denser, then you can just mix your 6 eggs in. But we're taking the extra step today here, guys. So we are going to be separating 6 eggs. And guys, if you have never done this before, it is very easy to separate whites from yolks. Now, do you do this, Erin? Do you make eggs at home?
A few of these things before.
You have done this before.
There's also have these pre-separated egg whites at the store. Comes in little containers.
Yes.
The bachelors love it because it's high protein. Pour it right into a pan.
That's nice. So that's like the cartons.
Uh-huh.
But then where do you get your yolks if you want to have,
true.
right?
Yeah.
Then you're like yolkless.
Be a whole nother business.
Yes, there you go. Just selling the yolks.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would hold up. Yeah, so
what are some of the ingredients we got over here, Dad? We got
guys,
protein powder, powdered greens.
this is such a healthy base for waffles because let's talk about what's in normal waffles.
Flour.
Sugar. Flour, sugar, eggs, butter or oil,
Yep.
right? So what we have here, in addition to our 6 eggs, we have 2 cups of cottage cheese.
Okay.
Which actually, can you read on there and so 2 cups is this entire container. How much protein is in this cottage cheese? So it's actually quite a healthy thing.
I think math now.
There's
13
4.
times 4. So 26, 54.
13 times 4 would be
54, 52.
52. We're so
I
good
got
at math. Remember last week, guys, when I gave you a coupon code that pretty much broke our bank? That's how good I am at math. Okay,
so 52 grams of protein from the cottage cheese. Now I imagine that makes it really moist and thick. Okay. What is this replacing?
Well,
the traditional
I would
waffle.
say fat.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not adding any extra fat. And I just got a little bit of yolk in here, guys. This is fun. Okay, fished it right out. All right, so 52 grams of protein in here. Now we have 6 eggs. You're the nutrition guy. You can tell us, what is the protein in an egg?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot. I want to say around 8 grams, but I could be completely
I feel like
base.
7 or 9. Okay, let's put this egg whites over there. We're going to put them aside. We're going to come back to them. So now, guys, these are apple cinnamon waffles. And so going back to what Erin said, what's in this, okay? So we have our 6 eggs. We have 2 cups of cottage cheese. We have a full ½ cup of our frosted vanilla cake whey protein powder.
Okay.
We have a full tablespoon of our Ageless
How many
super
scoops are in a
greens.
cup?
How many scoops are in a cup? See, our scoops are not all the same size. And so when I've gone to making recipes for you guys, I just use cup or tablespoon measurements because those are universal.
More than 2 scoops, I would guess, though.
I would say probably more than 2 scoops. But for my cooking protein, I throw the scooper out and I just measure it with cups.
Okay.
So this is ½ cup of protein powder. You never want, you cannot mess with the amount of protein powder in a recipe because it can really mess things up because it absorbs a lot of liquid. Okay, so same with the super greens. I don't know if all the sizes of the scoops are consistent, so I just did 1 full tablespoon of our Ageless super greens. We have 1.5 cups of rolled oats.
Okay.
This is replacing flour, that refined white flour that has all those carbs and has all that, turns into sugar, right? Yeah. So we all know that a healthy meal plan can contain some of
carbohydrates.
these.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And these are complex carbohydrates.
Yep.
So we have that. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and I have a very healthy pink Himalayan sea salt. And then we are going to put an apple. And if you guys saw my beautiful picture online, I like to garnish things. And so what we're actually going to do, I'm going to show you how I did that. Because I do know a lot of you out there are like me. who you like to have some fun in the kitchen and you like to like dress it up. Like that's half of the fun for me. And so what we're gonna do here, I have a skillet that is warm. And so I'm going to just slice some apples. And these are just our little garnish apples. And
the food tastes better when it's pretty too.
Right?
That is something I'm learning as I'm cooking a little bit more. Is that it definitely tastes better when you add that extra step, the garnish, a little sprig of something, just like the cocktails that we had not too long ago.
Exactly.
It tastes better with the garnish.
And speaking of cocktails, would you guys like for us to make more Everyday Fit cocktails?
Maybe a Friday happy hour. I don't know. If you guys are interested in a Friday happy hour, we'd love to hear that in the comments below.
Yes.
Maybe a favorite Everyday Fit flavor that we can mix up for you. I've got some ideas, but I'd love to hear from you guys.
And last time that we did cocktails, Aaron's previously was a bartender, and he has all these skills when it comes to making cocktails. But I was thinking next time we would both make a recipe.
Okay. A little face-off in the kitchen?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A little cocktail face-off. And I've never really...
You got to bring your shaker. You can't drop it, though. I'll drop it.
Well, you know, it's exciting for everyone when we drop it. I haven't really ever, I'm not a mixologist. I like to, drink cocktails, but I haven't really come up with my own. So I'm excited. I might work on that this weekend.
Okay.
Because I kind of want to
actually
challenge you, although I don't know if there's any point. Okay, guys, so I just had this skillet. It was already warmed up to about medium. I sprayed a little bit of coconut oil, and now we are just putting some fresh slices of apple on here. And the idea is that we just want to get them nice and tender and to caramelize them so that once our waffles are done, we're just going to put them on top so they look really beautiful.
Love it.
Yes. Okay, so now I am going to just do a little bit of cinnamon. Jesse, has anyone told us what they would like to win or what kind of prizes that we should do in the future?
No, but I have a lot of people that want to have a cocktail.
Oh my gosh, I love
cocktails are
it.
popular.
Wonderful. Well, also let us know what kind of prizes you would like because we need some help with this, guys. We want to make stuff that put stuff out there.
What would motivate you and your friends to join us on this live every single week? What do you want to see as a prize package? Think a pair of shoes, a new outfit, a spa day. What would that look like for you?
And we were thinking, our goal is to help you with your fitness journey. And so really, we want to give you things that help you along towards that fitness journey, right?
Absolutely.
So get that in your mind. Okay, so this is our 1.5 cups of rolled oats. And guys, I really like to get the oats whole and then to just grind them down myself.
Because you can buy oat flour, right?
You certainly can buy oat flour, and I just can't help but feel that when I process this down myself, it's a little less processed than if I bought oat flour. I feel like this would have a little bit more fiber in it.
And it's, again, like everything else we're doing, you know exactly what's going into your body. You're getting the right tools, the right nutrition, and you're putting that care into it. It tastes better that way.
Exactly. And you can gauge, you can make it as chunky or as fine as you'd like. I actually like my food to have more texture and more fiber in it, I think the more you get used to eating healthy, the more you kind of start leaning towards wanting more whole foods, right? So simple. Okay, guys, so we ground up our oats there, and now we're just gonna add all the rest of the dry ingredients. So we have our full 1/2 cup of this frosted vanilla cake protein powder. I think this is my favorite. Protein powder.
Good.
There's so much you can do with it in the kitchen, and just because the flavor is so pure, it enhances the flavor of your recipes.
You use vanilla extract in a lot of cooking recipes, so it really ties in that flavor.
Which is funny because I normally would have put vanilla in the waffles, but it didn't need it because the vanilla in our protein is so good.
2 new flavors that are coming here very soon.
I was just thinking about that.
Those are going to blow your mind.
We haven't told them. I don't think we've even told them that we have new flavors coming.
We have 2 new whey protein flavors coming, a strawberries and cream, and it's got real strawberry chunks in it. It is like a milkshake. It's so good.
They're like freeze-dried?
Freeze-dried.
Freeze-dried strawberries, and oh my gosh. We're going to come up with so many fun recipes.
Like a strawberry shortcake. I can see that in the future, which
so
is very
many
exciting.
Fun things.
And then a chocolate peanut butter cup. So it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup and a chocolate protein.
So good.
Also really good.
Oh man, we have so much fun in the pipeline. Okay guys, our full tablespoon of our Ageless super greens. Aaron, talk to me about the Ageless part because that just sounds so appealing to me.
Absolutely. So The reason we named it Ageless Super Greens is just to remind you there's a very super important ingredient in all these greens, and those are antioxidants. Antioxidants are responsible for keeping us young, healthy, making sure that we just have that youthful exuberance, and antioxidants come from fresh fruits and vegetables. So we pack them all into one single scoop so that you're getting your nutrition foundation covered.
We love that, right? Like, we want to look younger. We want to fight that oxidation with the antioxidants. Guys, I also put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I just shook some cinnamon in there. If you're a measurer, 1/2 teaspoon would be perfect. But yeah, it's like, yes, you had me at Ageless. We'll take it.
And if you can imagine how antioxidants work, which is so important, what happens when you open up a new apple, cut an apple, it starts to brown a little bit, starts to discolor. That fresh air on the apple, that's oxidation. That happens inside of our bodies all the time. Antioxidants are what protect you from that process. So to lower the oxidation, the oxidative stress inside your body, that's your cells, your hair, everything that is aging unnaturally. Antioxidants from fresh fruits, vegetables, and of course the Ageless Super Greens helps protect that.
It sounds so scientific, guys, but really in the end, you have a scoop of this every day and you eat your vegetables and you stay hydrated and your skin looks better, which at the end of the day, that's what we all want.
You feel better, your skin looks better.
Yes, more energy and all of that, but we definitely want to fight those fine lines and wrinkles, and you know, it's a concern. Okay, guys, I put 6 egg yolks in here, and now we are putting, it's this full container, but it's 2 cups of cottage cheese, which we already determined had 52 grams of protein in
We've
it,
got
guys.
52 grams of protein in the cottage cheese. We've got 6 eggs, about 8 grams each. What's the math on that? Another 50 grams or so, rough math. And then we have a cup,
Quick math.
half cup of the protein powder.
Yes, a full half cup of
Full
the
half
protein
cup.
powder.
150 grams in this so
Holy
far.
moly. That is significant.
That's very
And
significant.
guys, this is going to take a little while here, guys. You could also use your food processor if you wanted to. This is in a product that's normally just like a bread product.
Yes.
Like, and actually, Jesse, do you have numbers on a regular waffle?
I'll pull them up.
Cool.
FYI, there's an overwhelming response that people want gear.
Gear?
So more like
Gear.
t-shirts and hoodies and gear that they
Fit-
can wear. That's
Fit Body
Boot Camp.
and
As a
TRULEAN
price tag.
gear.
Okay.
Yep.
Love that.
That is cool. I like gear too. Yeah.
Done.
Good idea, guys. Especially as we start going back out and we start going back to boot camp.
Yeah, we got to show
I
off all
want-
the
yeah.
quarantine weight that we've lost.
Yeah.
And stayed in shape. Absolutely.
You gotta look cute for boot camp. So guys, you notice we did not put a lot of moisture in this, which is why it's gonna take a little while for it to mix up, but it is happening.
I still have these egg whites over here.
Oh yes, okay. So that's a great point, Aaron. Why don't you start whipping these up? Now, have
Okay.
you used
This
a
is,
KitchenAid mixer
nope.
before? This is also one of my favorite kitchen appliances. I just love my kitchen appliances. They're like my other children. Okay, so we're just gonna dump all of the egg whites in here, and you are just gonna crank that baby up pretty much to full speed. Guys, it's gonna be a little loud in here just for a couple of minutes while we mix everything up. But this is Aaron's, is this your first time mixing egg whites?
Yep.
It is, guys. I can tell by his face that it is. So he's just gonna crank it up. I'm gonna crank this up, and we are going to
Do a band workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do your band workout. I feel like we have like warring equipment here. Guys, do you want Fit Body gear or TRULEAN gear?
You
Or do
probably
you
need
want
a little bit of both.
Right? Every time that I wear stuff with TRULEAN, people say they want it. Just cool. This is the fun part about using like real whole ingredients, guys. You really have to process them yourself, right? To get it to turn into a batter, to get it to turn into something that's like those regular items.
You were talking about this diet. This used to be a normal breakfast item, high in carbs, high in sugar, no protein. So when you think about flexible dieting, it's not about removing all the food, it's about replacing it with high quality nutrition.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna kick this into high gear. Are you ready for this? Ready? Does anybody want a Vitamix?
Oh, I want a Vitamix.
Dude, this machine, I know I've talked to you guys about the Vitamix before, but I think the motor in here is pretty much like a lawnmower motor. Like, it's so awesome and strong. And like I said, this is a pretty thick batter before we mix in those egg whites. And the fact that it is making it so nice and smooth and really combining everything here is pretty awesome.
This looks familiar. I recognize this from cake. Is this like a lemon meringue?
Yes, that is definitely how you make meringue. That's perfect. Okay, that's good. Okay, guys, so the final ingredient that we need to get ready for our waffles, we made such a ruckus here. I'm like, okay, we've got some quiet, is an actual apple. Because, guys, this is a apple cinnamon. Okay, I need a little, I'm going to find a little bowl here to put my peel into. Here we go. We're going to use that one later. Okay, guys, so for the actual apple that we're going to grate and put into the batter, you guys can either grate it or you can mince it up, but I'm actually just going to grate it, and you will see how simple this is.
Okay, Di, while you're doing that, I'm going to give you the numbers for a regular waffle.
Oh, please.
Yes. So, and this is based off of MyFitnessPal because I know a lot of people use that. So a 6-inch Belgian waffle has 412 calories, 65 grams of carbs, and only 10 grams of protein.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So we know that ours have easily 3 times the protein and probably a third of those carbs. Okay. And like Aaron said, guys, I don't know if you could hear him because it was so loud in here, but my philosophy has always been, like, don't take waffles out of your diet. Like, just make healthier waffles, right? Don't take cake out of your diet. Make protein cake.
A meal plan, a fitness protocol, a diet, all of that has to be sustainable. So it means you have to keep the food that you love, that tastes great inside of the program. Otherwise, you just won't stick with it. I'm sure you probably know of somebody out there that has yo-yo dieted, lost the weight, and they gain it all back. They're like, I'm on this new diet. It's all juice. I'm only drinking cucumber.
Let's be honest. We've all done that. I know you and I have both done that.
Totally,
like,
absolutely.
even no matter how much you want to be fit and healthy, it's tough to stick with a diet.
Yes, but the biggest reason people drop off is because they're not eating the foods that they love. They don't make it taste good. So if your meal plan tastes amazing, you're going to stick to it. Your results are going to be automatic. You're going to lose the fat finally. It's not going to come back on. That's the point.
So true. Okay, guys, so I have peeled and cored this apple, and I am just grating it because I want my waffles to have little chunks of real apple. This is another just really wholesome ingredient that we're putting in that gives it flavor. Guys, normally waffles will call for a little bit of sugar, a little bit of refined sugar in it. And I thought about adding like a sugar replacement to sweeten it up. But then, you know, after really thinking, we've got a full half cup of our protein powder, which
has the sugar,
well, with
or the stevia and the monk fruit. It has a sweetness, not the sugar.
It tastes like it's, you know, like cake batter, but it's really not. We have that. And then with this fresh apple, we're also adding a little bit of sweetness. And so ultimately I decided, like, I'm not actually going to add any additional sweetener into these waffles. I don't think it needs it. And then
Can't wait to try it.
Even our greens have some sweetness to it. Is that stevia and monk fruit again?
Stevia and monk fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put all those greens in a tub and ground them up, it would taste a lot like wheatgrass does by itself. It would have that really strong vegetable taste. Not going to encourage you to drink it multiple times a day. And again, so that's why we make taste first and foremost. We don't use any artificial sweeteners, any artificial ingredients whatsoever, but we want to make it taste good, because if it tastes good, then you just eat more of it.
Exactly, guys. And it's not easy to do.
It's not, and we have worked so hard on some of these flavors.
Because even if you're just looking at getting a product that has no sugar, There are plenty of products out there on the market that have no sugar, but they're using artificial ingredients. And guys, so, you know, Erin and I have been in the lab as we're working on these products, and we've tasted, you know, okay, if you guys just added a little bit of this artificial sweetener, here's what it would taste like. And it tastes very good.
It does taste good.
We're not willing to make that sacrifice because we know that these are products that you need in your daily life. And so every single ingredient has to work for you, for your health, and for your fitness.
Yep.
And
it's drawing the line on what we believe is a really high quality product. High quality products don't have artificial, just like we're making this waffle, and you can name every ingredient that's in it. The same thing and the same care goes into our supplements.
Yes, but it does definitely take work to make this the right type of stevia and the right type of monk fruit and all of that. But we do all that for you because we love you guys. Okay, guys, so I have put the grated apple, and you can see how much moisture is already coming out of it. But I am going to squeeze it in this, I'm going to get my bowl back, in this paper towel, because if we see all this liquid here, we don't want it to mess with the consistency of our waffle batter.
Like a little hack there.
Right?
Yeah,
you can do this if you're ever going to make anything with shredded zucchini. You're going to make zucchini bread or zucchini muffins, zucchini brownies. Ooh. You would do the same thing, guys, because this is just...
Brownies.
Yes, this is just added moisture that is potentially going to mess up your batter. Okay, so Erin, if you can bring that bowl over here. All right. So nice to be back in the studio. My goodness. Okay, perfect. So now what we are going
to... need to get flipped at all?
Yes, those can be flipped, actually. So these were our sliced apples, which are just over very low heat now, which is our garnish. And so this is a nice, it's cooking right along as we're, making our waffle so that it will be ready when it comes to plating our waffle. Okay, guys, so this was our 6 egg whites that are perfectly fluffy. Erin did a great job. I kind of feel like maybe you have done this before, but how easy was it?
It was pretty easy.
It was pretty easy. You just literally let it go for a few minutes. But you really should have an electric mixer, because if you're trying to beat these egg whites by hand, I've been there, I've done that. You can kind of do it, but it's never going to be this level of peaks, and it's not going to be as fluffy of a batter. Great workout, though. I mean, it could be part of your quarantine workout.
You do the bands in the kitchen, do
Yeah.
a little egg beating.
Exactly. Okay, guys, so we are putting our really thick, really protein-filled batter into our egg whites. Now, guys, this is the part of the recipe that takes a little bit of finesse, because Erin just did that work to get our egg whites nice and fluffy. And as we mix our batter in, and then we're going to add in our apples, we don't want to make them go flat. We want to be a little bit careful with them. Okay, so if you ever read in a recipe to fold it in, really what that means is we're not going to do this. This is mixing, right? To fold, you're just sort of bringing it under and you're bringing it back up, okay? So you still are going to lose a little bit of the fluffiness, but you'll lose less of it by doing it this way. You're learning so much.
Yeah. Let's go.
And you can see a little bit of the green in here. I didn't notice it once the waffles were cooked, I think because they turned golden. But this just makes for such a nice and fluffy waffle batter.
Hey, Di, I have a question here from
ma'am.
Shelly Kramer Hendrickson. She's one of our, she's consistently on every
Yes,
week. I
hey
always see her
Shelly.
name. Yeah.
Thank you for
Shelly.
joining us, Shelly. You're awesome.
She was wondering if you could make the batter the night before. Do you think that would work, and then make the pancakes in the morning?
Okay, so Shelly, what I would do, I would make the batter up to this point where it's nice and thick and have your egg whites separated. In the morning, whip up your egg whites and then mix it with the batter and then cook it. So that would be totally fine. But yeah, your egg whites would just fall overnight. But that's a great question. And these
Smells
would
so good.
It smells good, right?
Yeah.
And smell this. Okay, guys, so we have our waffle batter, which is just light and fluffy. And guys, if you think about really just the wholesome ingredients that we put into here and all the protein, it's pretty incredible that it's this fluffy. Okay, so now we are just going to mix in our apple. I left it in here. Don't throw it away when you wrap it up. So we have our dried out grated apple. I thought I lost it for a minute there. Okay, so now we're gonna just, again, we're folding because we don't want to lose too much of this fluffiness.
What a great breakfast option, though. Mix
my
up
goodness,
instead of cereal
right?
or just your traditional pancakes or waffles. Just get high protein, delicious.
So
got
good.
your powdered greens in it.
Okay, so obviously our waffle maker is ready to go. Guys, I'm just using a little bit of coconut oil. And this is the fun part because waffle makers are all a little bit different. They have different settings as far as the heat. And sometimes when you make waffles, it might take you 1 or 2 to get the heat perfect and to get the right amount of batter because sometimes you, have you ever made waffles?
At a hotel where they just pour the
Oh,
batter
yeah,
in
yeah.
the thing.
And they have it
comes
measured.
out. Yeah.
Well, okay, sometimes it makes a bit of a mess for me because I always want it to reach the edges. Like I never want to have a waffle where it's kind of like not all the way, but then sometimes I overfill it, which I might just be setting myself up for that right now. And then when you close it, it squishes itself. Okay, so now we just wait and
All these kitchen tools.
I know, they're so much fun. And I'm hoping that some of you want some kitchen tools because I love giving kitchen tools away.
Yes, specifically a KitchenAid mixer was requested.
Yes, and they come in the cool colors. Have you guys seen on their website?
And then additionally, people loved your Vitamix idea. And then we had some people comment about the workout bands.
Okay.
We're giving those away today.
Yes. Yeah, so we're giving away the Fit Body Fitness Bundle, which gets the workout bands, the powdered greens, and the whey protein so you can make all this. And we're going to announce those winners here just in a little bit, so hang tight.
And guys,
But you can also go to the website and get them.
You can go to fbbcapproved.com, click on gear.
That smells amazing.
It does, right? I know. And it didn't come out, although it might be a little bit too hot. We'll see, guys. Special effects. But click on gear, and you will see our Fit Body bands, which is super exciting. This is the first time we've ever offered any kind of like workout at home equipment. For obvious reasons, we did some research and figured out how to get these made for you guys because, the truth is some of you will still be working out at home.
Yep.
What I love about these bands is that even once you're back at boot camp and things are back to normal and we don't have to social distance and all of that, you can take these in your suitcase.
So you can travel with them.
Right?
And Fit Body On Demand offers
Yeah.
workouts with the bands. This means you never have to miss your workout, and they're just a ton of fun.
I love that idea because sometimes when you travel, like the hotel gym's not that great, or you just don't want to go and find a hotel gym, but you still want to do something. Yeah. Maybe you don't want to just go for a walk or go for a run, but just having those bands would be such a great thing. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
My goodness, it is almost perfect.
That is crazy.
It smells so good, guys. I wish you could smell it. And so now we have our beautiful apples here. And then if I were serving this up to my kids, I'd probably do a little drizzle of pure maple syrup. Look at that.
Beautiful.
So good.
You taking this?
Yes. Okay, we will make the rest of those later. But now, guys, I had this idea literally as I was driving over here. It's like, you know what? Last week we made a couple of sauces to go with our Fit Body meals. And really the reasoning behind it is, we don't always want to eat the same thing every day. Like our palate craves something fresh, something new, right? And I find most of the time you're just craving flavors. Really, even whatever the flavor's on is fine, but you're craving flavors. And so I had the idea of taking, this is from our current Fit Body Meals menu. This is our ground turkey, rice and green beans meal. I kind of feel like this is maybe the most boring one. I don't like to use the word. It's basic. As a chef, this one could get dressed up, right? Like we could do something fun with it.
But by design, how cool is it you can take this base, this foundation, and add all kinds of new ingredients, new sauces, and you get a completely different meal.
Okay, so what do you guys say we do it really quick? I have never made this before. I just came up with it as I was driving over here, grabbed the ingredients out of my fridge, and I was like, what if we turn this kind of more simple meal into turkey fried rice?
I love it. I love it.
Right? So it's going to have the same base ingredients. We're just basically going to add a little bit of flavors and one egg and really just give it new life, dress it up.
Cool.
Would you like to help me?
Let's do it.
Okay. And guys, again, I haven't proven this concept. I just thought this could be cool. And so let's try it. Okay, so we have a skillet here.
Okay.
And we are going to turn it on to medium. And so we are going to start with a little bit of coconut oil. If this turns out and it's good, then I'll post the recipe up for you guys. If it's not good, then we won't post it.
I feel like we can't go that far off track.
Yeah.
We got a good solid base here, good healthy meat, good grain. Yeah, we're good. Fresh ingredients.
Exactly. Hey guys, all of you who ordered the meals last week, you're getting them in the mail, you're enjoying them. Please comment and let us know what your favorite meal is so far in this current menu.
Yes.
And you know, we forgot to tell people that, yes, we're going to give away 5 bundles through the viral sweep, but we also like to give away stuff to just our awesome viewers who are commenting and interacting with us. So we already asked you to comment about the prizes. So I'd say that would be kind of like our first question.
Yep.
Now our second question is, tell us about what you think of Fit Body meals and what has been your favorite meal in this menu.
Those 4 on there. I really like the chicken one. I know your favorite
The chicken, the Santa Fe Power
Santa Fe
Bowl, right?
Power Plate, yep. Yep.
I like the Angus beef, the chimichurri, which guys, I'm not usually one to gravitate towards red meat. Just being a vegetarian for 18 years.
No, it's good.
But oh my gosh, the chimichurri sauce, like I wouldn't touch that one. I wouldn't try to change anything about it. And then the salmon is really good as well. Last week we made a cilantro dressing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Really, really simple, fresh cilantro. We used my Vitamix, mixed it up, and that on the salmon is super, super good. So this is the one meal that I'm like, okay, let's do something. Let's make it a little bit interesting. And we're waiting for this to heat up here, guys. Okay, so the basic idea, we've got a little bit of coconut oil in this skillet. We're gonna put a touch of minced up garlic, and I like to buy it pre-minced because it's just so much easier. And then my fingers don't smell. You guys know what I'm talking about when you peel those garlic cloves. So I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of garlic that's minced up. And so it's kind of more of like Asian flavors that we're putting in, like a stir-fried rice.
Love it.
So we also have our fresh ginger that's already minced up for us. So we're going to do the same. We're going to do about half a teaspoon. And again, I'm coming up with this on the fly. So we'll see how these measurements turn out. But I'm pretty confident that this is going to be good. Okay, so as this pan is, I guess we kind of already used that. Let me wipe that off for you. We'll use this. Okay, so as the pan is heating up here, we want the garlic and the ginger to get fragrant before we really start adding anything else. I'm excited to make more waffles after we say goodbye to you guys.
I love the idea of this meal though, Di, because it is simple. I've got something in the freezer. I got just a few fresh ingredients and the stuff that I can keep in the fridge or pantry.
Exactly. And when we can start doing stuff like this, then guess what? You can feed it to your kids or you can feed it to your husband because it is like a homemade meal.
Absolutely.
Right? How are we doing on heat there? Turn it up a little bit. We're working with electric here, whereas at the house for the past 9 weeks we've been working with gas. So a little learning curve here, guys. Okay, so the next ingredient that I have is I took about a 1-inch piece of carrot and I peeled it and I minced it up. Because in my mind, stir-fried rice always has little flecks of orange.
Yep.
This was mainly a color play than anything else. If you don't want to add a little bit of carrot, you don't have to. Or maybe if you had like an orange or a yellow bell pepper, just adding a little bit of that, right?
It's starting to smell amazing.
Okay,
I love ginger and garlic.
Right? And it's so easy. Okay, so we added just a tiny little bit of carrot here, guys, for that color. I'm such a stickler for color. Like if something is mainly like beige and green, it's like, no, you have to add some orange or some yellow or some red to it to balance out the color.
It tastes better when it looks good.
Better. And then all those, those colorful ingredients have the different nutrients and the different vitamins.
Favorite word, micronutrients.
Micronutrients. Yes. Erin taught me that word, which I feel like I've always cooked with lots of micronutrients. I just didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so now we have just a little bit of green onion that we've chopped up because, again, this is a stir-fried rice that we're going for.
Ginger smells good.
Smelling good.
So we won't announce the winner yet, but we have had a lot of people comment about the meals that either they've
Oh,
ordered
good.
them and they haven't gotten them, or the people that have gotten them.
Okay.
We had a lot of the Santa Fe chicken,
Yes.
and a lot of people love the salmon. So those are the two
Alright.
that I'm getting the most replies on. So we'll
That's
announce
awesome.
the winner soon.
Guys, if you have the salmon, I highly recommend that cilantro dressing. I think I sent it to you in an email last week, but I haven't posted it, so I'll be sure to post that and send
That
you.
tahini one was really
Yeah,
good also.
it
with
was,
the roasted red
chipotle.
peppers, chipotle. Yes, that was delicious.
That was good on the actual the Santa Fe plate. Super good. Okay, so now again, guys, this is the first time we've ever done this. So I'm thinking that we add everything from here into the skillet.
Okay.
If you want to just do that. And guys, I put this in the fridge, so it's not frozen right now. It might be a little bit frozen in the middle, but I did let it kind of thaw out in the fridge. And so now we just dumped it into the skillet. Again, there's just a little bit of coconut oil, some fresh garlic, some fresh ginger, and then a little bit of carrot, a little bit of green onion. Now Erin's mixing all that together, and I'm gonna add a little bit more flavor, okay guys? So these are coconut aminos, which is basically just a little more of a wholesome alternative to soy sauce.
Yes.
Okay? There's no soy in it. It comes from the amazing coconut, which it never ceases to amaze me how many
So many uses
ingredients
for the
come out of
coconut, right?
So many things, guys, which is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons. It has one of those really cool lids. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of coconut aminos, and Erin's gonna mix that in.
Guys, this smells so good.
It's so simple, guys.
This is a
Especially-
meal ready in under 10 minutes. You're mixing it up, wholesome, plate it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to have that color profile.
Okay, guys, so now I have a little bit of rice vinegar. If you don't have rice vinegar, if you have like an apple cider vinegar, recently I have been obsessed with white balsamic vinegar. I actually used it in that cilantro dressing, but I've just been dripping a little bit of white balsamic vinegar even just on my meals. Adds a little flavor. But for this, because we're going with the Asian theme, we added the rice vinegar. Okay, and now just for a little bit of spice, this is a ground chili paste, and we are gonna add kind of just up to your preference how much you would add. I'll do.
A couple of big scoops in there.
You want a couple big scoops?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing 2 teaspoons then, guys. And Erin's gonna mix that in.
Yeah.
This already looks like just a home-cooked meal. Ooh, I really like how that's looking. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys. Now the only thing left, Erin's gonna put it on this plate, and then we're gonna garnish it with some sesame seeds and with some fresh cilantro to round it out. I think we have a winner here, guys. Like, that was so easy. And it just looks so appetizing. Oh my goodness. Love that. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. Looks so good. Now
Want this on still?
Oh, we can turn it off. Now we're gonna put a little bit of fresh cilantro. And guys, anytime that you can use fresh herbs to add like pops of flavor, it has, hold this for a sec. It has Erin's favorite thing, which are micronutrients in those fresh herbs. We're gonna add just a little bit of these sesame seeds.
Guys,
They're
look at that.
organic sesame seeds. And just like that, guys, we took what I think was the most basic of our Fit Body meals in this menu, and just in a couple minutes, we turned it into this awesome Asian flavored
love
turkey
it.
fried rice. So there we go.
And again, these meals are designed for fat loss. They're designed by nutritionists specifically for the Fit Body Fat Loss formula. And so if you just include these and then mix it up with a couple
Yeah.
key ingredients, you've got a whole menu for a whole week.
So much fun. And guys, you can count on me and Erin to keep coming up with just
Yeah.
different ways for
I'm
you
getting
guys.
hungry.
I know. Well, we have lots of food here to eat as soon as we are done. I think that we can do a couple more trivia questions, and I think that you probably have some about the greens.
Absolutely. In fact, I mentioned it when we talked about the greens. Where are those greens? What is the main ingredient in our powdered greens?
But it doesn't taste like it.
Okay.
It doesn't taste like it's the main ingredient. Okay, let us know that. And then I would like to know, if you've been paying attention with us and hanging out with us here, what are the 2 TRULEAN products that are in our waffles? Can I see those waffles? We need to show everyone what we've made here, which the incredible amount of protein and micronutrients and fiber in these waffles, you would not guess that they're...
It's going to be my lunch.
Yes, it smells so good. Awesome. Okay, we have stuff to give away, and I realize we've just had so much to talk about today. With everything going on, we haven't addressed our sweaty selfie winners for the week.
Let's get into
But
it.
I'm sure Jessie will tell us who they are, because we are just so excited every time you guys post your sweaty selfies. Pumps me up.
It pumps everybody up. It's such a great way to share your excitement for the brands. Please keep sharing that.
Okay, so our sweaty selfie winner of the week is Alyssa Chambriere.
Alyssa
Chambriere. Congrats,
Yes, and
girl.
she
Where's she
is from
from?
Manhattan Fit Body Boot Camp in
Ooh.
Kansas.
Okay.
Manhattan, Kansas. I didn't know that was a place.
Yes.
That's awesome. Good job.
It's cool.
And then our hashtag FBBC Strong winner is Dlinka McCurry from Herndon Fit Body Boot Camp. Dlinka
Zelinka
McCurry.
McCurry.
Congratulations, girl.
From
She's
where?
from Herndon Fit Body Boot Camp in Northern California.
Herndon,
All right. NorCal.
NorCal, Fit Body Boot Camp. Awesome. Thank you for posting your pictures, guys. It's so awesome when you do that. We all get pumped up. We all get more motivated to just get out there and work
get our
out.
sweat on. Yeah,
Get
absolutely.
our sweat on. Okay, so what are we giving them?
They are getting a Ageless Super Greens. We're going to send it directly out to you. Just do us a quick favor and email us at orders@fbbcapproved.com and say that I'm a winner.
Can I make a request?
Yeah.
Can we send them a bag of the vanilla protein and the greens so that way they can make these waffles?
Love it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. I got you, ladies. Okay. Now we have our bundle winners for the week, which we have 5 of you are going to win. This is, you entered our viral sweep for the week. You're getting Erin's awesome bands.
A set of 5 of these are awesome. You're going to love them.
And so you can work out at home, or even if you want to bring it into the facility once they open their doors, because I know everyone is using their own equipment for the time being so that we're not cross-contaminating. Sure, you could probably even bring it into your own little square, workout square, and use them. So you get that, you get our powdered greens,
and a bag of protein.
So you get to make the waffles and get buffed.
And work out in the kitchen.
While it blends up, just do your bicep curls. All right, who do we got?
All right, so our sweepstakes winner for this week are Regina Tier,
Regina Tier. Good job.
Hannah Brandley,
Hannah Bransley.
and Tracy Warners.
Tracy Warners.
2 more, Beth Edwards,
Beth Edwards.
and Emily Bocanegra.
Emily
Bocanegra.
Bocanegra.
Yes.
That's
Good job,
awesome. You get our fitness bundle.
So James will be reaching out to you to get all your information and send that to you in the mail. And then we do have our trivia winners whenever you guys are ready.
Woo! Trivia winners. You guys are my favorite because that means you're paying attention to us. And you're hanging out with us, which is really fun.
Okay, so answering the question, what do you think about Fit Body meals and which is your favorite, is from Jerica0327 on Diana's Instagram.
Oh, Jerica.
What's up, Jerica?
And her favorite is the salmon saffron rice, and that she says
salmon.
that's her jam.
That's
That's
awesome.
her jam. Love it.
Thank you for commenting, Jerica. And we are sending Ageless Greens, right?
Ageless Greens. Yep.
I want to send them protein too. This is what I do to our budget, guys. Because I want you to try the waffles.
All right, and then for what giveaways would you like to see on the show?
Yes.
From our Fit Body Global Family page and Real Healthy Recipe page, we have Nancy Haas, who would like some bands, and she because she wants to keep her workouts on the go. She's been loving the online platform that we've moved to.
Nancy,
So that's
awesome. We will get you some bands. Absolutely.
Let's send Nancy bands instead of the supplements.
Okay, awesome.
Nancy, we're going to send you bands, girl.
Okay, very good. Okay, next trivia question is, what is the main ingredient in the powdered greens? And we know it's wheatgrass.
Yes.
Wheatgrass.
Indeed, and that came from our TRULEAN IG follower, Jahul208.
What's up,
Jahul?
Jahul208?
Thank you for paying attention. But don't worry, it doesn't taste like wheatgrass. That's the coolest part.
And then last but not least, the 2 TRULEAN products that were used in the waffle recipe, which were the protein and the greens. And the winner coming from our Fit Body Bootcamp Instagram page is Peach and 3.
Peach
Peach
and
and 3.
Woo!
Good job.
Thank you for paying attention.
Who?
We're going to send you protein and greens, and I hope you make the waffles because
Yes.
they're absolutely delicious.
And if you do make the waffles, please, please, please take a picture, send it to us. We would love to repost that. Love it when you guys make the recipes.
Guys, before we say goodbye and just start eating all this amazing food, Aaron, do we have something special coming up this weekend, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want?
weekend?
Can we share anything about
What's a little sneak peek?
a
Yeah.
little sneak peek? Like
Absolutely.
if I'm a viewer and I'm like, I'm interested in what are these Fit Body meals? They
Yes.
sound kind of cool. Maybe you're gonna send me something this weekend?
Absolutely. I would pay attention on Saturday because we got a very, very special email going out on Saturday talking about the Fit Body meals, but more importantly, this entire formula. So everything you see here, it's not as hard as it seems. We're going to make it super, super simple.
Yeah.
A 2x2 formula, 2 Fit Body meals, 2 protein shakes, and something special inside. So just pay attention on Saturday, but the Fit Body fat loss formula is going to be rolling out very soon. And we're really excited about it.
Okay, so look in your email on Saturday, an email from Aaron, and he has a way of just making it very simple. And you're going to get a lot more from us over the next few weeks to really help you.
Let's tell them about Tuesday.
Tuesday,
3 o'clock on
Yes.
Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday, after Memorial Day, we're going to be back here,
Back in the location, back in studio, yeah.
right here. And really to this point of, what is the system? What do I eat all day long? This guy's been coming up with just a very simple way of presenting it and explaining it. And so we're like, why don't we come to you live on a Tuesday, a bonus live, and really talk about what should you eat throughout the day, at what time of the day, and really
So you get the best results.
Yeah, and really just take away the complexity of it and just make it super, super simple, guys. So I hope you join us Tuesday, 3 o'clock. I will be back again, and I'm sure you'll join me on Thursday as well. We're going to do a dessert on Thursday because,
Yum.
why not?
I heard it was brownies.
It is going to be brownies. It's going to be a special new type of brownie, but we will bring that to you next Thursday. Guys, I hope you have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And join us on Tuesday.
Happy Thursday, guys. Get after it. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us.